Thank you very much. It's an honor uh, to come to you, but at a very difficult time. I would have preferred to come in a better circumstances where there is no attack on students' solidarity. There is mutual respect for the campus and its traditions, and there is a collective commitment for a better tomorrow. When your friend and leader, Shri Nitish Kumar, called me, I was in Goa, and I had heard about this tragedy, but I did not know the details. When Nitish ji informed me that there is a process of learning going on, though we are also trying to resist the anti-democratic, anti-student measures of the administration through a strike, but we have an evening gathering. A few years ago, under similar circumstances, JNU Teachers Association had organized a parallel learning process a few years ago, which later on became a book also. And that was the time when Student Union and Teachers Association were facing assault. And instead of using the same methodology, तुम हमारा हाथ तोड़ोगे तुम तुम्हारा दांत तोड़ देंगे, आँख का बदला आँख, खून का बदला खून ना करके, teachers did it in a very solid intellectual manner, and they invited number of concerned academicians to address the making of a crisis. I remember the making of JNU Students Union and culture. Because I was a student here, I was very fortunate and lucky to be a student in the second year of its establishment. I was a student of MPhil program of Center for the Study of Social Systems, and then I studied here for nearly 2.5 years. In that there were student union elections. It was that generation which established the system that student union elections will need nobody from outside, and we'll have our own student election commission. There'll be no space or scope for use of money power. We will have posters, but we'll have handmade posters. There'll be no need to campaigners from other places, other campuses, because we are intelligent enough to make sense of our choices and our available manpower, women power. So in between 1972 July and 1974 December, when I was a student here, I had the privilege of contesting for JNU-SU presidentship also. Once I was defeated, I became humbled and modest. The second time I could win. And the person against whom I had contested is still one of my very good friends. Why? Because we were volunteers. We were coming forward to serve our community. And JNU-SU was an instrument of protection of interests of students, promotion of academic culture, and of course, a platform of communication between students and the rest of the society. Today, Student Union is being considered as a platform for people who have no commitment for betterment of the university, for a better future of India. They are totally misguided. They are very violent. They are very unreasonable. This kind of a flat judgment, a kind of fatwa, is very unfortunate. But the only consolation is that this attitude has been there of administrators all along since the British Raj. Even in the pre-Modi era, students were never welcome to come and gherao. Aa bal mujhe maar. Never. They never appreciated criticism. They always attempted to cover their acts of omission and commission. But somehow in last 35 years, 1970, no, 30 more, 45 years, 1971, 72 to 2026, a culture developed in campus which has been beautifully converted into slogan, and I like that slogan. I think it belongs to Aisha. Lado nahi karo ladai, lado. अच्छा हमने दूसरा याद रखा था कि लड़ो लड़ाई पढ़ने को और करो पढ़ाई लड़ने को. यानी we want to study to become capable and powerful, to fight against the injustices, some of the inherited problems, whether it is caste system or gender discrimination or humiliating the poor, exploiting the poor. तो करो पढ़ाई लड़ने को, इनसे लड़ने के लिए, और करो लड़ाई पढ़ने को. There is incomplete democratization of higher education in this country. If you come from a poor background, if you are a woman, if you don't have good control over English language, then the chances of making up to the university system is very dim. And that's why JNUSU developed what you call grading system of weightage, so that the handicap which is developed or the problems which are developed because of medium of instruction, my gender, my class, my caste, my district, can be overcome. I have come today to find the method, the technology, the formula which can restore the channels of communication between JNUSU and Jawaharlal Nehru University administration. And I want to do that with the help of some memory, some experiences which we had in the beginning of the campus system. This university has a great reputation, but you don't apply here because of the branding, because of the advertisements, because of the PR office, because of education mela. JNU is very slow in promoting itself. It is the atmosphere of higher education in India which makes JNU outstanding, because it is a place where very different kind of complaints are registered. Students are complaining that library should be open throughout. 24-hour library chahiye. There are other universities where vice chancellors are pleading with the students that thoda library bhi ho jaya karo. Students are fighting for the cause of confucharies, that our mess workers are human beings. In this bitter cold, they need allowance for woolen clothes. Students are concerned about things happening in other campuses because of the imperative of solidarity. Whether there is a complaint in Banaras University or Hyderabad Central University or Telangana or Kerala or Jammu Kashmir or Himachal Pradesh, they have a bond of solidarity. And this all has grown in several years. There is one annual ritual of JNUSU. No matter which panel wins, it is the commitment and the responsibility of the President, Secretary, General Secretary and Joint Secretary to fulfill that ritual. वो क्या है रिचुअल? साल में एक हफ्ता 10 दिन 15 दिन वाइस चांसलर के दफ्तर के आगे धरना देना है, दरी बिछाना है, गाना गाना है. If vice chancellors were intelligent enough, perceptive enough, they'll also come and sit there and sing. वो कहेंगे तुम नहीं खाओगे हम भी नहीं खाएंगे. There will be a problem of conflict of moral power. Who has stronger moral power? Then there will be sometimes a situation which gets out of hand. Then police will be called. But before police could send them to Tihar jail, there will be other teachers who will come and bail them out. JNU, SU will be supported by JNU Teachers Association. And then dialogue will be restarted. So, this is a very restrained system. There is no scope of campus violence. कभी कभी हुआ campus में, एक बार हुआ 1983 when I think none of you were born. ऐसा कौन है जो 1983 हमारे अलावा पैदा हुआ था? हम तो पैदा हुए थे 1983. None of you. So it is the story of your ancient times, prehistorical times. Student union was approached by a student that हमारा कमरा में ताला लगा दिया वार्डन ने. ये वार्डन का ताला बड़ा खतरनाक चीज़ होता है. Because warden had some complaints against the behavior of the student. So student union had its meeting of the council. Council said this is attack on democracy. वो कमरा हमको अलॉट हुआ है, हमको शो कॉज नोटिस दीजिए. Then I explained my position. बिना कोई नोटिस दिया ताला लगा देंगे तो डेमोक्रेसी खत्म हो गई. So JNU SU, in order to save democracy, marched on. सैकड़ों लड़के निकल आए और वाइस चांसलर से कहा कि ताला खोलो. तो उन्होंने कहा भाई इंक्वायरी कमेटी बनाएंगे तब देखेंगे ताला खोलेगा कि नहीं खुलेगा. उन्होंने कहा आप इंक्वायरी कमेटी बनाते रहे, हम ताला खोलने जा रहे हैं, हमारा फैसला है. सो JNU SU leadership in a very united manner went and in a ritualistic manner broke that lock. Now it was the turn of the authorities to be reactive. Just as putting the lock on a student's room by the warden was attack on democracy, student democracy, similarly breaking the lock by a student union was attack on university's authority. Question of Max Weber, Habermas, legitimacy crisis. They issued show cause notice to the student union president, secretary, general secretary, joint secretary, everybody. Of course, there was a general body meeting, वो जो हम लोगों का है, नर्मदा. After the general body meeting, it was decided that tomorrow morning we'll march to the residence of the vice chancellor. Till that time, residences were out of reach. It was not considered a possible strategy to go and protest in the residential area. But in 1983, that rule was broken. They went to the campus, to the residences of the professors, including vice chancellor, and there was a bit of violence. After violence, police was called in. I'm talking about 83. As there was action and reaction, it all became big chaos. University was shut down for 1 year. And of course, leadership was arrested, they were put in jail. And people like us who were affiliated with JNU SU historically, because we were office bearers, we were invited, we came. And we went to the vice chancellor. Vice chancellor said, nothing doing. These people should face action. In action, in giving them lessons for life, they expelled quite a few students. They changed the admission system. And after 1 year, university again came back to normal. What happened to those students? वो जो यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट था नलिनी रंजन मोहंती, वो उसके बाद he came after 3 years submitted his thesis, he got his PhD, and he was found to be so intelligent that he was editor of Times of India, Hindustan Times, both are newspapers of Bihar, Patna edition. Then he became director of Jagran Institute of Media Studies. So you could not destroy Nalini Ranjan Mohanty, but Nalini Ranjan Mohanty also learnt a few lessons. The university has all the authority to be repressive, but it is counterproductive or productive? It is counterproductive. The method is dialogue. There can be a breakdown. There can be an extra dose of militancy. But if students and teachers behave in the same manner, then it is suggested to be a wrong thing on the part of teachers. Because students are not so experienced. But you are knowing the system, you have a history, you have institutional memory. Why you get into panic? There was a very dark chapter in 1983. Of course, student union, democracy was not in danger. कोई ताला लगा दिया. Authority was not in danger because students ने ताला तोड़ दिया. But perception was such, alarmist, weak leadership, weak decisions. One of the first gherao in the history of JNU was when I was a student in 72, 73. There were a number of student problems, and as it happens, they kept on postponing discussing them. So one day, there was general body meeting, and the union president was harassed by all of us. क्या किया, कुछ नहीं किया, चुप हो गए, बिक गए, you know, you do this labeling. वो बेचारा यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट, उसने अपनी जान बचाने के लिए कहा सरेंडर कर दिया जनरल बॉडी को. बताइए क्या करें, क्या करें? अरे घेराव करेंगे, हमारी मांगे पूरी हो चाहे जो मजबूरी हो. ये बच्चे ही नारा लगा सकते हैं, छात्र, टीचर नारा नहीं लगा सकता ऐसा. अगर टीचर ऐसा नारा लगाएगा तो लोग हंसेंगे, कहेंगे भाई मजबूरी को तुम समझो, स्टूडेंट नहीं समझ सकता, कोई बात नहीं, उसको समझाएंगे. सो वी वेंट फॉर ए घेराव. It began around 3 o'clock, and the deans were invited, senior professors were invited. They were all sitting in chairs, and we were sitting on the floor. 4 बजा, 5 बजा, 6 बजा, 7 बजा. जब 7-8 बजने लगा तो बहुत से वहाँ टीचर थे जो डायबिटिक थे, उनको दवा खाना था, उनको खाना खाना था, और हम लोग स्टूडेंट यूनिटी जिंदाबाद में दवाई तभी मिलेगी जब हमारी बात मानोगे, खाना तभी खाओगे जब हमारी बात मानोगे. Mr. Parthasarathy was a senior in education of Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister. So Indira Gandhi called Parthasarathy. हमने सुना कि आपका घेराव हो गया है. My officer is there just outside your gate with enough police force. If you want, I can ask them to get inside the campus and break the gherav. What did Parthasarathy say? Professor Parthasarathy said, thank you, my dear Prime Minister, but they are my students. Let me handle them. You handle the problems of the country. Thank you. I don't need your police. And that made us think again about our own strategy. And somewhere around 11 or so, we decided to end the gherav. But they also came down a notch, and they decided to invite the student union president next day for further communication. Dialogue. I came from Banaras University by that time. Banaras had its own reputation. I was worried that tomorrow we will be issued show cause notices. और ये जितने लोग घेराव में 60-70 लड़के लड़कियां बैठे थे, ये सब लोग यूनिवर्सिटी को इनडिसिप्लिन के लिए ब्लेम किए जाएंगे. बट द यूनिवर्सिटी अंडरस्टूड द प्रॉब्लम. Mr. Parsarthi, Professor Munish Raza, Venkat Ramani, the registrar and the deans realized that they had taken a wrong turn, they had missed the opportunity. They had tested the patience of students. So instead of blaming the victim, they did the repair job. And crisis was converted into an opportunity and confidence was restored. So you have a weapon, and that weapon is punishing the indisciplined. But that weapon is useful only as long as it is not used. It's like nuclear weapon. न्यूक्लियर वेपन का अपना पावर है, लेकिन कब तक पावर है जब तक आप उसको इस्तेमाल नहीं करिए. आपने नागासाकी और हिरोशिमा में इस्तेमाल कर दिया, अब उसके आगे आप क्या करेंगे? एंड फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ द सेंचुरी अमेरिका बिकेम स्टिग्मेटाइज्ड. Allowing a student to enter at the campus, become a student is a great power. Rusticating is much greater power. But what happens after rustication? आप तो खत्म हो गए, आपके पास तो न्यूक्लियर वेपन खत्म. अब आप क्या करेंगे हमारा? ये नीतीश कुमार ने बताया कि उनको भी शो कॉज नोटिस नहीं, उनको भी रस्टिकेशन ऑर्डर मिला है. तो हमने कहा तुम्हारा नाम 1 साल देर से लिस्ट में कैसे आया भाई? जब तुम प्रेसिडेंट थे तब तुम क्यों नहीं निकालेगा? बट ही इज हैप्पी दैट देर से ही दुरुस्त आए, हमको भी लिस्ट में डाल दिया. अरे तुम प्रेसिडेंट किस बात के अगर तुमको शो कॉज नोटिस नहीं मिला? तो इस तरह से अप्स एंड डाउन्स के जरिए JNU हैज बिकम सिनोनिमस विद वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्पेसेस ऑफ डेमोक्रेटिक लर्निंग. इसमें स्टूडेंट यूनियन ने भी योगदान किया है. बाय द वे, एनीबडी हु डजंट अंडरस्टैंड माय इंग्लिश हिंदी मिक्स लैंग्वेज, तुमको प्रॉब्लम है? नहीं ना, बस ठीक है. As I told you, there are certain weapons which are available with us, but they are best when they are not used. They become useless when they are used. Rustication is one of those orders. आपने इस बात की गारंटी दे दिया है कि ये जो 4 हमारे प्रेसिडेंट सेक्रेटरी, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी हैं, ये आज नहीं तो कल या तो किसी असेंबली में होंगे या किसी पार्लियामेंट में होंगे. इनकी ख़त्म तो होने वाले नहीं हैं. दे आर वाइब्रेंट यंग मेन एंड वीमेन. दे आर बीइंग पनिश्ड फॉर नॉट एनी इंडिविजुअल सेल्फिश एक्ट. ये इम्तहान में चोरी करते हुए थोड़ी पकड़े गए. ये तो एक कलेक्टिव प्रॉब्लम था, उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए कोशिश किया. इनको जो समझ में आया इन्होंने किया. यू कैन कॉल इट मंकी बिजनेस. देखो चोट लगे क्या? बट दिस इज वॉट द स्टूडेंट्स अंडरस्टूड, दैट दिस विल वर्क. दे मे हैव misdiagnose the situation. So it is the responsibility of the university, particularly the vice chancellor and the dean and the rectors and others, to put their heads together and make it a learning experience for the next step. There was another opportunity when students union was stigmatized, that this has become an opportunity for rowdyism, naked play of money power, muscle power. In some universities of the country, student union election becomes an opportunity of muscle strength, a show of muscle power, caste hate, communalism. But there are few universities. There are 900 universities in the country. Not every student union is an opportunity of an occasion of feeling disgusted with this kind of system. लेकिन ऐसा हुआ तो हमारे किसी ने PIL किया और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया issued certain directives. Those directives were totally impractical. But that made functioning of student union nearly impossible. Lingdo Committee. JNUSU, in a very democratic method, appealed to the Supreme Court. And Justice Balakrishnan from Kerala was the Chief Justice. So we thought we will invite the former presidents of JNU-SU and they'll go and meet Mr. Balakrishnan. It was very nice of Chief Justice Balakrishnan that he granted us time. And it was very intelligent of JNU-SU of that time to request Shri Prakash Karat to head the delegation. I was also a member of the delegation. There were many, I think nearly 20 or 15 or 18 former presidents, secretary, vice presidents, spread over the spectrum of Indian political formations, some in left, some in Congress, some in other parties, regional parties. And Prakash first used his language power, अंग्रेजी में बात किया. बालकृष्ण जी का क्लीन बोल्ड हो गया और बहुत से बात उनके पकड़ में नहीं आया. Then he used Malayalam worked very well. And these two Malayalis put their heads together, Balakrishnan and Prakash Karat, and solved the problem. I am very happy that you have adopted this method of conversation. You have nothing to hide. You are inviting people to speak, share their memories, and suggest the way out. I hope that in that big administration block, which has many rooms, some rooms may have open windows. Window of conversation, window of negotiation, window of dialogue. Your abuse of authority, it is absolutely abuse of authority. स्टूडेंट्स के पास तो ऐसा कोई पावर नहीं है कि कहें कि हम वाइस चांसलर को नहीं पहचानते, उनको हम रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर देते हैं. अगर स्टूडेंट्स के पास पावर होता कि वो भी वाइस चांसलर को रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर देते, कैंपस में घुसने नहीं देते, तब ज़्यादा बराबरी का खेल होता. आप कुछ नो बॉल फेंके, कुछ हम नो बॉल फेंके, कुछ बाउंसर आप फेंके, कुछ बाउंसर हम फेंकें, जिसकी बॉल लग जाए. स्टूडेंट्स हैव कम हियर टू स्टडी. ये जितने यहाँ खड़े हैं इनमें से कोई भी न पढ़ने के लिए नहीं आया है. बट दे हैव देयर ओन कंसर्न्स. कुछ स्टूडेंट अपना पूरा समय पढ़ाई में लगाते हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट अपना थोड़ा समय पढ़ाई में लगाते हैं, थोड़ा समय कलेक्टिव गुड में लगाते हैं. पानी नहीं है, बिजली नहीं है, सफाई नहीं है, लाइब्रेरी की समस्या, हॉस्टल की समस्या. Those students are chosen to become office bearers, representatives, school representative, union representative. जो लोग छात्र संघ के चुनाव नहीं लड़ते हैं, उनको ये लगता है कि जो छात्र संघ के चुनाव लड़ते हैं उनके पास कोई काम नहीं है. वो डबल इंटेलिजेंट होते हैं. Those who give their time to students' causes, they are fighting on two battles, two fronts. One is their personal academic front, and second is collective front. हमारे प्रशासन में जब जब ऐसे लोग आते हैं, those who have no experience of student activism, they become nervous when they become holders of authority. They think that all the activists are biased, they are unreasonable, they need to be punished. Punished means they should be taught lessons. और वो एक दवा खोजते हैं जिससे कि इनका डीपोलिटिसाइजेशन हो सके. वो दवा बनी नहीं है. ये अंग्रेज भी खोज रहा था कि कैसे एक दवा खिला दें कि भगत सिंह से लेकर जवाहरलाल नेहरू, सुभाष बोस तक डीपोलिटिसाइज हो जाए. वो दवा मिली नहीं. कांग्रेस ने सुख खोजा. जब हम लोग विद्यार्थी थे तो राज कांग्रेस का था. कांग्रेस ने भी कोशिश किया, कभी पुलिस अफसर को वाइस चांसलर बनाया, कभी IAS को वाइस चांसलर बनाया. सवाल तभी सुलझा जब it became a participatory management. Students were allowed to become members of the academic council. Students were allowed to become members of student faculty committee, and the system was decentralized. JNU और देश के बाकी विश्वविद्यालय में क्या फर्क है? अब ये सवाल पूछना गलत हो जाएगा, क्योंकि आप वो क्या है, चैट जीपीटी या जीपीटी चैट क्या है, उसमें आप डाल देंगे जवाब एक निकल आएगा। लेकिन असली जवाब ये है कि JNU was an experiment in democratizing education, participatory management. It became a joint responsibility not only of Vice Chancellor but also of Student Union, not only head of department but also students of the faculty, students of the center. When it became a joint project, students themselves avoided disturbing the teaching hours. So JNU became a unique university where struggle was there, but it was only in the evening hours. वो मशाल जुलूस कब निकलेगा? शाम को निकलेगा। आज भी आपने कुछ 5 बजे 6 बजे रखा है, यहाँ से 9 बजे रखा है। बाकी जगह या कई जगह प्राइम आवर्स में क्लास बायकॉट, स्ट्राइक वगैरह वगैरह। There has been continuous thinking, improvement, evolution of the methods of protest, and it became a classical case where student unions, teachers association, Karmchari Sangathan and administration maintain a minimum level of dialogue. I think in last few weeks that level of dialogue has gone down. Campus administrators became impervious to the arguments of the student union, and they lost track of things. It is still time to recover the lost spaces and invite the student union. अभी student union खुद कह रहे हैं कि हमसे बात करो. Sometimes student union is forced to go towards non-communication strategy. अभी JNU-SU ने वो इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं, वो रेजोल्यूशन नहीं पास किया है, अभी बात करने की गुंजाइश है, लेकिन जैसे जैसे देर होगी वैसे वैसे both sides will harden their positions, and that will be very unfortunate. हम लोगों को इस बात की बहुत खुशी है that you have engaged yourself in conversations, first with faculty and then with others. This strategy should be maintained. To you as general concerned students, I will appeal to you that don't push the leadership, that is President, Secretary, Vice President, Council, Joint Secretary, to the wall. Don't make it a choiceless conflict. And I'll appeal to the university administration that do not generalize too much, do not theorize too much. Try to solve the problem, try to be pragmatic. ये जरूर हमको बताएगा कि जो मशीन थी जो टूट गई वो कितने लाख की थी। उतने लाख की मशीन टूटने पर तो आपने बहुत दुख प्रकट किया, और जो इन लोगों को आपने सस्पेंड किया, एक्सपेल किया, रेस्ट्रिक्ट किया, इनका क्या नुकसान हुआ, इनका कितना नुकसान हुआ, वो कितने करोड़ का, कितने लाख का होगा। तो मशीन के टूटने पर इतनी तकलीफ है, तो इंसान की करियर या जिंदगी या फ्यूचर को खत्म करने पर कितनी तकलीफ होनी चाहिए। And I have a few words for my student leadership friends. Do not feel left out. Nobody will believe that the situation had become so dangerous that you had to expel everybody. President को हटाया, Vice President को हटाया, General Secretary को हटाया, Joint Secretary, सब एक जैसे खतरनाक हो गए। ये रिपोर्ट किसने दिया? उसको वेरीफाई कर लेना चाहिए था कि क्या हमारे ये यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट, सेक्रेटरी, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी इतने खतरनाक हो गए कि इनका यूनिवर्सिटी में रहना, यूनिवर्सिटी को खतरे में डालना है। You are over-reading the situation. You are magnifying the problem. I have another story to tell you, and that was about our insistence in those times. In these times it is not so, because atmosphere has changed. But in 1970s, there was no trust left between the government and the students. Their education policy, their employment policy were not giving results. So when the first convocation was taking place, first convocation of JNU, we, the students, through a student union, put up a demand to the university. What was the demand? Indira Gandhi ji was Chancellor of the university and Prime Minister of the country. She wanted to come to address the students for the convocation address. And the students were so disappointed with the government of the day that they passed a resolution that we will have convocation all right, but we will not allow any minister to come. No politician should be invited. And this was a decision in contrast to the known fact that Indira Gandhi ji as Prime Minister wanted to come and address the students. But hats off to the administration that they negotiated with us at that time. और शो कॉज नोटिस जारी कर सकते थे, निकाल सकते थे हम लोगों को, कैंपस में एंट्री बंद कर देते, ताला बंद कर देते, हमारे कमरे में सामान बाहर सड़क पर फेंक देते. नहीं, बुलाया, क्या चाहते हो? So the union president informed the authorities that the students have given me mandate to inform you that the students will not like to have any politician, particularly any minister, to come as the chief guest. They negotiated on that. अच्छा ठीक कहते हो, चलो, I understand, we understand your problem. You don't trust them. Their promises are fake. अच्छा, give us some time, we'll give you some alternative. After 2-3 days, our union was informed that university vice chancellor wants to meet the president to discuss the name of the chief guest of convocation. When our president went to meet the vice chancellor, he was totally surprised and had no choice but to agree with the vice chancellor. उन्होंने कहा कि हम बलराज साहनी जी को बुलाते हैं. Balraj Sahni was professor at Shanti Niketan. Balraj Sahni had worked in BBC London. Balraj Sahni was a known progressive intellectual. अब बलराज साहनी के लिए तो कोई हमारे पास ऐतराज का पॉइंट नहीं था, ना वो पॉलिटिशियन थे, ना मिनिस्टर थे. अब देखिए हम लोगों ने क्या किया. स्टूडेंट की बात को मान लेने का नुकसान भी है, फायदा भी है. फ़ायदा तो यह है कि स्टूडेंट्स खुश हो जाते हैं, नुकसान ये कि फिर अगली बात बढ़ जाती है. तो हम लोगों ने अब क्या कहा कि अच्छा ठीक है, कन्वोकेशन तो होगा, बट वाइस चांसलर विल एड्रेस द कन्वोकेशन एड्रेस एंड ही विल प्रेजेंट द एस्टेब्लिशमेंट व्यू. तो हमारा यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट भी कन्वोकेशन एड्रेस भी बोलेगा, सो दैट आवर व्यूज आर प्रेजेंटेड देयर. अगेन दे नेगोशिएटेड. They did not allow any chance to disturb the convocation. But they gave a condition. They put up a condition. Condition ये रखा कि the text of the vice chancellor, the text of the union president, JNUSU president, will be written. ये नहीं कि random बोल रहे हैं, नानी की कहानी बताएंगे. And it should be also communicated with the Dean of Students. We agreed with that and we made a text. With some modifications, the university approved it. Next day morning, convocation had to take place. Then again, our twisted mind started finding methods of embarrassing the administration. तो जो टेक्स्ट हमने तैयार किया था, वाइस चांसलर को दिखाया था, अप्रूव हुआ था, वो टेक्स्ट रातों रात बदल गया. उसको और रेडिकलाइज किया गया, उसको और ब्रश अप किया गया. हमारे एक ट्रॉट्स्काइट दोस्त थे, उनके पास एक छोटा सा टाइपराइटर था, उसका उन्होंने इस्तेमाल किया। फिर रात में कहीं सेक्युलर स्टाइल का दुकान खुलवा के उसको किया गया, सुपर सीक्रेट रखा गया। नेक्स्ट डे convocation started, and first the Vice Chancellor spoke, welcoming the guests. Then our President spoke. When our President spoke, he was using a different text. It was quite hard-hitting, very critical of education policy, employment policy. But I must appreciate the attitude of the administration. They were totally out of depth, but they did not show their anger and anxiety, and they allowed Sri Balraj Sahni to go through his speech. It was a classical statement of concern of a patriotic thinker, and the communication was very effective. Nothing happened to the Student Union President, though we had betrayed the confidence of the Dean of Students and the Vice Chancellor. And that made us a little defensive for the rest of the session. और कोई आसमान नहीं टूट गया। हमारे प्रेसिडेंट के कुछ ज़्यादा रेडिकल क्रिटिसिज्म करने से भारत सरकार नहीं गिरी, भारत टुकड़े टुकड़े नहीं हुआ, बल्कि हम लोग खुद थोड़ा सा अपनी निगाह में ही छोटे हो गए। So I suggest to the Vice Chancellor and the University Administration that if you take a step back, it will not destroy your authority. It will not create chaos. और अगर आपने इस फैसले को नहीं बदला, तब क्या होगा? ये क्या है, इनकी यात्रा खत्म हो जाएगी? They'll continue to remain concerned, patriotic Indians. They'll continue to have love of the student union and respect and honor of the general student population. But you will be criticized again and again. It is an exceptional situation. It is very disturbing. And people like us, who are in very many in public life, in different stations of life, all of us are unanimous that this is a very wrong decision. We want the window to be open. We want the university to enter into dialogue. And I join all of you in expressing our concern. I don't want to generalize the crisis. I want the university to consider the offer of the student union to enter into a conversation, a dialogue. It will not hurt you. It will help you. But if you insist on showing a toughness which is uncalled for, इन स्टूडेंट्स को अपनी मजबूती दिखा के आप क्या हासिल कर रहे हो? They understand your source of strength. The source of strength of this administration is Government of India. Government of India is now a पंचर गाड़ी, उसका चारों पहिया फट गया है। अब की बार डोनाल्ड ट्रंप सरकार, and Donald Trump says that I don't care for you. Joblessness is increasing. CAG has reported that all your projects to harness the talent and increase the employability of students and youth are fake. कहाँ ये हजारों करोड़ खर्च किए किसी को पता ही नहीं है। कुछ हजार स्टूडेंट भी नहीं दिखा सकते जिनको कि आपकी वजह से better employment opportunity मिली. It's a time of crisis. You don't add one more crisis. by opening a front at JNU. मुझे अभी आपसे इतनी ही बात कहनी है। मैं आपके साथ अपनी हमदर्दी जताने आया हूँ। ये मेरी जिम्मेदारी है कि जिस तरह का विश्वविद्यालय हमको मिला था पढ़ने और पढ़ाने के लिए, हमने यहाँ 2.5 साल पढ़ाई की, 25 साल पढ़ाया, और जो बताया कि हर साल विदाउट ए ब्रेक 7 दिन से 15 दिन का हंगर स्ट्राइक वहाँ होती है वाइस चांसलर के दफ्तर के नीचे। उसे कोई आसमान नहीं टूट जाता, लेकिन नेगोशिएशन एक्सपेडाइट होता है। देयर इज एन एनुअल रिव्यू ऑफ द फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन। वो वाइस चांसलर की बेइज्जती नहीं होती, वाइस चांसलर की मदद ही होती है। And on the other hand, students also become mature activists. This is a school of citizenship. आप citizenship सिखा रहे हैं। JNUSU is organizing this meeting to make us learn how to solve a democratic crisis, a governance crisis, a crisis of confidence. आपने उसे एक मशीन के टूटने की घटना के पहले उसके बाद कहीं किसी तरह का वायलेंस नहीं किया। ये बहुत तारीफ की बात है। मैं स्टूडेंट एक्टिविस्ट रहा हूँ, बनारस में यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट था, JNU में यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट था। कितना मुश्किल है विद्यार्थियों की भीड़ को अहिंसक बनाए रखना। कुछ उसमें मौसमी बहादुर होते हैं, वो पहले नहीं सोचते, बाद में नहीं सोचते, लेकिन जब भीड़ हो जाती है तो भीड़ के बिहार पर गाली बकने से लेकर ढीला चलाने तक सब अंदर से एक भावना जागने लगती है। महावीर बनने की कोशिश करते हैं। और स्टूडेंट यूनियन की कोशिश होती है कि जो कस्टम है, जो ट्रेडिशन है, जो नॉर्म है, वो मेंटेन किया जाए, और वो नॉर्म मेंटेन्ड है। आप JNU के स्टूडेंट कल्चर को सलाम करिए। आप भूत मत देखिए। वो कहा कि अगले दिन कोई जुलूस निकलने वाला था, उसको रोकने के लिए इन लोगों को सजा दे दिया। अरे जुलूस रोकना था तो जुलूस को रोकते, इनको सजा देने से जुलूस थोड़ी रुक जाएगा। वो जुलूस नहीं निकला तो वो दुख और गहरा हो गया। रोहित वेमुला की आत्महत्या कोई शान की बात है कि शर्म की बात है? का वो नारा लगाया था कब्र खोदेगी। वो नारा लगाने वाले को पता ही नहीं कि कब्र क्या होती है, वो खोदेगा क्या। वो उसके नॉन पॉलिटिकल होने का सबूत था। उसको आप एकदम से एक्सक्यूज बना दें इस तरह के मैसिव रिप्रेशन का, ये बात कोई कबूल नहीं करेगा। मैं बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं आप सबको कि आपने अपना समय निकाला, और मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं JNUSU को कि उसने इतने प्रोवोकेशन के बावजूद एक सल्यूशन का रास्ता दिखाया है, कन्वर्सेशन का, डायलॉग का। अब मुझे उम्मीद है कि मौका ऐसा मिलेगा अगले 24 घंटे 72 घंटे में कि हमारे जैसे पुराने विद्यार्थी, पुराने शिक्षक प्रशासन को भी धन्यवाद दे सकें कि आपने अपने जिद नहीं की, आपने ईगो क्वेश्चन नहीं बनाया। मैं आज आ रहा था तो मैंने किसी डीन से बात की, तो उन्होंने कहा कि कल कोई बयान दिया था वाइस चांसलर ने पॉडकास्ट में, जिसमें विक्टिमहुड के कार्ड की बात कह दी थी, दलितों का अपमान हो गया। अब हमने कहा कि तुम इस तरह से बिना बात के बाद बेमौसम का राग गाओगे तो ये इसकी जिम्मेदारी स्टूडेंट यूनियन की नहीं है। पब्लिक स्पेस में भी सोशल मीडिया, 100 मुंह 1000 बातें, सबकी जिम्मेदारी स्टूडेंट यूनियन के माथे पर नहीं डालना चाहिए। स्टूडेंट यूनियन के एक स्पेसिफिक एनालिसिस है, कुछ खास सुझाव थे, आपने नहीं माना, वो कलेक्टिव एक्शन में चले गए। आप उसे सहमत नहीं है, वो भी उनको, आपको इसका अधिकार है, आप हमने जो किया उससे आप सहमत ना हो, लेकिन आप उसके लिए रिप्रेशन का रास्ता जब अपनाएंगे तो वो अप्रिशिएट नहीं किया जाएगा। मुझे आशा है कि आप बहुत जल्दी ये खबर देंगे कि JNU की एक विक्ट्री रैली होने वाली है। तुम हमारे प्रोटेस्ट रैली में आए थे, अगर वक्त है तो विक्ट्री रैली में भी आ जाओ।